Sorry that took so long, but as you can see, we're not in Kansas anymore. I was guided to get into, I want to show you guys my branches that I have in my bedroom. They're not all up yet, but some of them are. I just have a few up here. This isn't even, I have a couple of big vases with lights in them and then branches, but that's not done yet. But this is my, I know it's dark in here. So who is in the house? This is also, these branches here. You see those? Yeah, those branches there, those are going to be going up. I've had to dodge them going in and out of my bedroom for days now because I haven't been able to get back to it. But they don't get nails in them. They get nails on either side of the branch, and then I use hemp cord as well to tie them. And it's really fun to do, but it is a little time consuming. And hey, well, they're in the house. So anyway, I was guided to, it was like almost immediately when I cut the feed, was guided to come into my bedroom. I came in here to check on, what did I do? I came in here to check on the kitties, and then all of a sudden was like, oh yeah, we're gonna do the meditation in here instead of the office. So that is why we are here, and I took a few extra minutes to get the things that I needed down here. I was also guided to change my shirt because that one wasn't very comfortable. I was reminded as to why I never wear it. It's those buttons just constantly want to, like, that whole area just wants to pop open all the time. It really bothers me. Baby, what are you doing? So that'll be one of the shirts maybe that I take to donation. Because yeah, I don't like that. So anyway, this is what I put on. It is a beautiful elephant. It's got these really pretty crystals all up in here, and it's just it's also really comfortable. So more importantly than anything, what I wear just really needs to be comfortable. If it looks great, wonderful, that's fantastic, but mostly it needs to check the box of being comfortable. Elephants do rock. Wait, what is on that? I shall show you. Why isn't this working? There we go. Can you see? Can you even see them? Kind of hard to see it. But they're these really cool, they're just like, little crystals. Oh, music wrong way. Come back. I've opted out of paying that extra $10 to YouTube to listen to things with as my crazy cat without being able to shut the app. You know how they do that now? Because they don't have enough money. So yeah. like the guy that thought that one up, like, I know in an executives meeting, we should charge people to be able to close their phone and still be able to listen to the video they want to listen to. He probably got a promotion. Thank you. It is one of my favorite shirts. Oh my God. Oh. Did you knock that thing out of the wall, baby? Hold on. Baby, what are you doing, you crazy? She's like all over the bottom of the officially, like I have a mattress on top of a little fold down couch. And so she's like up under it, just going back and forth, like ripping through it. It sounds like popcorn. So anyway, we'll give this just a few more minutes to let people come in. I got into comfy clothes too. I was wearing aliens on cupcakes. Oh, that sounds adorable. Hey, Jonas Joe. Welcome. We started a new feed. We took a little break, started a new feed before we get into the astral. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's getting real up in here, people. In the meantime, I was guided to grab, where's the other thing at? I'm not in, like, let me put it this way. I want to do the meditation. We're guided to do the meditation. But I'm also, like, not in a rushed mood. I was guided to grab the Angels of Abundance Oracle and also my cards for cartomancy. I was told to get for specifically asking for dates. And I don't see the, like, where are they? So if people are interested in having a card, those are the cards that we're going to pick from, is what I was told specifically. And then we'll do the meditation. But I got to go grab that. I have to figure out what I do with my card. One thing that I am guided to do right now, while we're waiting at least another 5 minutes, I'm being told, to see if more people are going to join us. Whoa. I got a 9. Popped right out. 9 of spades, but I'm told to put it back in. It may or may not come back up. I am being told here to, I'm sorry if I look scary right now. Turn away! But I am being guided because I noticed, oh, can I do that? For whatever reason, the tags that are supposed to be there you go. The tags that are supposed to be, yeah, I don't have any tags in my videos. They were deleted. So Okay. I had to put in tags. So if people happen to be searching, I will come up. And I realized in my last, when I went into the last feed to copy and paste for this feed, that all the tags that are supposed to be in there were gone. And I was like, oh, awesome. So it's difficult for people who just happen to be searching for anything. And so I put in tags like astral meditation, meditate, guided meditation, Jesus, channeling Jesus, angels, Archangel Gabriel, things like that. And I don't know if you guys have seen my water glass before. That is my water glass. Doesn't it look just like that glass in the Ace of Cups? Oh, my cat. I was totally not even paying attention. That is Baby. Can you see her okay? She's cleaning herself right here. Baby. Yeah, baby is the shit. Basically. Let me see if I put her over here, she'll stay on the side of me. Come here, baby. I know, I'm sorry. People can't see you over there, though. You want to sit over here with mommy? Yeah, I love you. This kitty. I love her so much. She is one of my soulmates. She has dragons on her. She's given birth to my other babies. She is the shit. Magical being. This one right here. Yes. Super guardian. She's just super everything. She's just freaking super. I am really looking forward to this meditation. Not that I'm not usually, but yeah. Honestly, it's my first time observing Easter in this way. Oh, interesting. And okay, I never really gave it much thought. I was told Jesus resurrected as a child, but could never make sense of it. Yeah. Yeah, it's because, it's all very much stories and metaphor and legend and fantasy, the way that it's told. People take it very, very literally, a lot of stuff. And then they also make up a lot of shit and they put a lot of words in Jesus's mouth. And a lot of his story is the way that it's told is flat out not true. And so a lot of things don't make sense the way things are told. There's not really the space and place to get into it. But it is true. A lot of his life isn't, or wasn't, the way that they told it. So, that being one of those things. So there is that. Okay, so, but I very much in the same sense. We weren't brought up really with religion, and my parents were. My father Jewish, my mother Catholic, and they both didn't want anything to do with religion. They saw the corruption and lies and deceit and bullshit in religion, and they really wanted nothing to do with it. And they were like, look, if you're interested at any point, go for it, but we're not gonna take you to church every Sunday. We're not gonna teach you the Bible. We're not doing any of that stuff. They were really good though. If people came along, was like, you should go to our church. And there were times where, especially when I was younger, I was like, yeah, let's go. Cause I always wanted to, yeah, let's go. That was always me. Yeah, let's go. Which is kind of my normal disposition. Yeah, let's go. Except for the entire time that I was sick and I couldn't do that. On the inside, I wanted to do that. But on the outside, a lot of times I couldn't do that. So anyway, when I was younger and that came up, I was very curious about it, but I never felt right. I never felt comfortable in church, in any church. The only time that I ever and I heard of Jesus and I got that whole thing too, knew the story to a certain degree. But it wasn't until Easter, actually. It was an Easter Mass. Wait, was it Easter or Christmas? I'm getting confused. No, it was Easter. It was an Easter Mass, and sorry, something is attached to my... that is frustrating. And our friends that have been friends of our family, when I say our, I mean like my family, mom, dad family, for a very, very long time, they usually went to a Christian church, but she had a friend who was going to this tiny little Catholic church in like the Mexican part of the city, of the area where I lived, in a city called Santa Ana. And we were invited to go. And for whatever reason, like both my mother and I were into going. I think it was because it wasn't the normal church that she went to, this big Christian church, Calvary Chapel. And it was this other church, and I've driven by it a billion times in my life, and it's this tiny little Catholic church. So we went there, and that was the first time during that service, late at night. It was a midnight mass for Easter, that I actually did feel like Jesus in a real way, and like with me and in my head and talking to me, and the whole like thing. It was really, really, really intense. It was the first church that I ever felt like it wasn't bullshit. Like people were there because they were really connecting. And it wasn't it was just really real. Like, I guess is the best way to put it. It was the only time I ever felt that in a church. So that really, like, it was even one of those, if you feel this right now, come up to the front and put your hands like on each other kind of thing. And I got up and I went. I was like, hell's yeah, I'm feeling it. Like, I was not, my mother was like, you're doing what? And I was just like, see ya. And I was like, because I'm not like a peer pressury person. Like, if I'm not feeling it, I'm not doing it, you know? And I felt it. I felt it strongly. And it was like, whoa. And it just lingered and lingered and lingered and lingered and lingered and lingered. And it just really affected me. And so yeah, and gone to a couple of like Easter plays at the Crystal Cathedral here in California as well, when I was younger, and those were really pretty. They even had like camels, and like they had all sorts of livestock on the stage. The productions were ridiculous for Christmas and Easter, both. But when we got Easter baskets, until one Easter we didn't. There really wasn't, we'd go out to eat, but I wasn't brought up with religion. And so Easter wasn't really that sort of a real spiritual like day for me, I guess you could say. Anyway, so, oh, sorry, baby, I forgot you were there. So she's like, excuse me. Sorry, Levy. You're not usually on that side. So these last few Easters, these last few Christmases, especially, I mean, if you would have asked me, I was thinking about that today. I was thinking about a few things today. Number one, the whole channeling thing. Like, I know when I say to people, and when, you know, the whole channeling thing that I do, that immediately they're just like, okay, you're wackadoodle and everything about you is too. Damn it with this thing. Is that gonna help me or not? No. I'm looking for some. I don't have like anything in my bedroom. My bedroom's like the last thing to get taken care of in this house. Oh yeah, channeling. Being wackadoodle. I get that for a lot of people, that's just immediately is a reason to discredit me and everything about me, because that just sounds so hocus pocus or whatever, just like I'm just so full of shit. And then channeling's not real and all that stuff, and then channeling Jesus, and I get it. I do. I get it. Because while all my life, when I heard of that, I knew it was possible because of the information and the messages I got. Even though as a child, I wasn't channeling Jesus yet, I know I was very, very connected. I mean, look at who and what I am. And so I've always known very specific things. Like, we do reincarnate. There is a way more. There are beings that we can't see. I do, you know what I mean? Like, I've known a lot of this stuff for a long time, and it's always, well, when I was younger, it always was really strange to me that there was like this debate about stuff within people. I was like, really? Is this debated? Like, interesting. That was a lot of my reaction to things because of how I felt. But I can understand how for other people that's a stretch, the channeling thing. And then even for myself though, I never would have thought that that was something that I would do years ago. If you said you're going to channel Jesus, oh my God, I would have died laughing. I really would have peed my pants laughing. Like, you are hilarious. That is just craziness. But here we are. You know, I'm telling the story to Rick. I was like, yeah, so the other day when I was channeling Jesus, he was the one who announced that for Easter I was going to be doing a live and doing channeling and the meditation. And I'm like listening to myself talk going, yeah. Sorry. I should be reading here. You found yourself guided randomly to click shit to people that passed and came back, and I listened to a lot of their stories. You found your way to some awesome. You're talking about near-death experiences? Your father taught you to just observe all religions, but not take on their beliefs as your own. That's cool. Yeah, I've always been interested in them because of the stories, the traditions, and stuff like that. I wanted to take a course in religious studies. I never did yet. So we got a 5 again. I guess it's just you and me, Willow. Getting a 5 again, talking about, oh, look at this. He kept devils, though? Interesting. So we have the 5 of Hearts, and we have the Joker. Or the whatever this guy is. What's this? Yeah, the Joker. Oh, devils. Oh, gotcha. Little pictures of devils. Oh, okay. That's funny. Oh, we got another 5 right on top with the clubs. So, yeah. We have the blacks. We have the black stars. The other Joker in the deck is red. So we have the 5 of Hearts, the Joker, and the 5 of Clubs coming up to start. So, what did I say when we were going to do this? Very specifically, we're looking at dates coming up that are significant in relation to the reading that I did in the previous feed. And the cards that came up were 5, 5. And that is the next portal day. Five. Yes. I'm going to shuffle some more. So that is the very next portal day. That is our takeoff day. I believe that 5/4 is the new moon. Can you look that up? I'm pretty sure it's the 4th. We have the Jack of Clubs. So we have that male energy and a lot of times Jacks. Yeah. Okay. So a lot of times jacks will represent Jesus to me, and I'm being confirmed that is a Jesus thing. Also divine masculine, but definitely the Jesus thing. We also have the 6 of hearts. Just came up right behind the Jack of clubs. Again, the 6. So check this out. So we just got the 5 of hearts and the 5 of clubs, and then we get the 6 of hearts and the 6 of clubs, and also the Jack of clubs. So when we're talking about important dates coming up, these are the next 2 real important dates, these 2 next portals, and a lot of worldly type changes. Also the abundance thing, a lot of an abundance and prosperity, not only financially, but in terms of look at like how this card, I love these cards, but they're like showing me like the idea is literally like spewing from our third eye, just you know, and we're just like, you know how we've been creating, we are needing to do something, it's just going to ramp up, but we're going to be also being able to do it in a way where it's going to be more meaningful than I guess we can really have any understanding of. Even for those of us that may be able to get really recognized for our artistic achievements, let's say, even beyond that, beyond public recognition of really good work or really impressive work, really inspiring work, whatever you want to put it, beyond that, well beyond that. May 18th, full flower moon, June. Yeah, but when is the new moon? Yeah, and in between this time, there is, that's okay. That's okay. It's good to know all those things too. I think it's the 4th. What was I going to say? Until I lost my train of thought. Oh, you were looking up just full moons. That's what you were doing. Oh, it is the 5th. Oh, we have the new moon on the 5th. Okay. We have a super moon on the 20th. January. Wait, these are January. Are these January or are these? I'm so confused now. Try again. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm just looking at the numbers and they're like January. Maybe we both need our glasses on. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to these numbers. This is hilarious. And you see how he's like on top of the world like that? These always signify whenever we get the jokers and we're talking about specifically about dates, and that's what this was. It was grab those cards. We're talking about dates before we get into this meditation today. So we had the 5-5 and the 6-6, the Joker and the Jack also representing Jesus. So a lot of Jesus energy. And when I mean by that, when I say Jesus energy, it's it's being more into really connecting with him in our astral state and meditative state, getting into the crystal with him. If you saw that artwork that I did today with the bunny, him holding the crystal, that's a Jesus reference, you know, him as the rabbit and him holding the crystal and him being with us in the crystal. Oh, look what I just pulled out. Speak of the devil when you're talking about Jesus. Speaking of the devil, hey Jesus, number 2 coming up, hearts. Yeah, that's exactly what we're dealing with and we're talking about here. So a lot of people are going to get way more into that vibe and feel and being like, well, I always kind of knew Jesus was real. But for those of us who are really feeling Jesus more and connecting in a real way, it's going to really be a big influence in our lives. And also because of that, especially with the divine masculines that we as that, you know, that the other part of the equation that is extraordinarily important for them, because his influence and how he thinks and feels and loves and communicates and does love and relationship, and how he was with Mary and how he was with his mother and how he was, to have a piece of that blossom in our divine masculines, and for us as the divine feminine, if that's who we are, and vice versa, to be able to recognize those really beautiful divine qualities in just our regular human male counterparts, because they'll be connecting more, whether they're whether they have been for a long time, or it's more recent, whether they always wanted to but weren't quite sure. Those questions will be answered. Like I said before, a lot of the confusion about things. What's a manipulation? What's a game? What's the light? What's the dark? Who's real? Who's fake? What can I believe? This is also kind of the negative, if you will, aspect of awakened people, is that we know that there's all these other things that go on and are in play, and so we can be kind of what's what about stuff, especially if we've thought that we had the answers at times and we realize that we didn't. So that's coming into play as well. So we're going to look up new moon in May 2019. Okay, so it is on the 4th. kind of depends where you are in the sky. Let's see. It's like 4th/5th. Yeah, 4th. Moonrise, 6:05 a.m. Interesting. New moon at 4:02 p.m. So we do have a like pretty much dark moon for our portal takeoff day. Why won't you do what I want you to do? Thank you. Yeah, we won't even be at 1% for the 5th of May. This is going to be helping us with letting go, transmuting more of those old residual, any type of remnants of points in time that are still leaving an echo of negativity bouncing through in your frequency. Those are going to greatly be in a really large scale coming up, especially those people who are guided to like really do some deep cleaning, healing wise. And that should be the focus, to do that. Yep. Okay, so that was fun. Get these cards. I love cartomancy, especially for dates. Like, it is so, let's just get to the point of things. And not just let's take a look here, just a little bit deeper. Not just 2 5s, 2 6s, 2 jacks, but very specifically hearts and clubs. Very, 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 very specific. The hearts obviously signifying the love theme, the emotions theme, that whole aspect of relationships. And then the clubs with the 3, like the tri thing going on, that signifying soul family unity on a more than 2, but a 3 and more. $12.21, $9.21, 1 person, 2 legs at $44.12. Ooh! And what's the date? The 21st. Oh my goodness. You see, literally, you cannot make this shit up. As the words drop from my mouth about this theme, the time, the numbers, And let's not forget that twos are also very much just on their own. Twos are about manifesting, being in that vibe where you're doing some alchemy. You see one person, 3 legs? Oh, I only see 2. Yep, that's definitely a 2. Interesting. One person, 2 legs. Okay, well, I guess it's just going to be you and me. I thought that other people would come back, but guess how this is meant to be. Just you and me. This banana almond milk is so freaking good. Okay. Oh my goodness. You know, it's pretty cool when your life is a fairy tale. What is this? You and your doggies. Elliot is light all up on. He's all up in your lap. He's not a little dog. I know you have big dogs. You do have big dogs. They're like full on. Can't miss them. Like, kind of dogs. That's adorable. Big dogs love to be lap dogs. Like, they have no idea how, you know, like, to make them really happy, you just put their head in your lap and you're like, see, you're in my lap. Or they like sit on you, you're like, I can't. Okay, let's start getting loose and start getting ready for some astral. Some astral and some meditation, some channeling. Oh my goodness. Talk about vibrating. Oh my God. Do you like stuff that vibrates? I mean, like chairs and couches and things that you sit on that like vibrate, like you put, you know what I'm talking about? Like, oh my God. I'm dying. I'm just gonna say that, like, I don't like chairs and stuff that vibrate because, like, I've for so long I felt the tingling vibrations that. Well, I thought that. I mean, that used to really bother me. I thought like that wasn't like it. That's actually one of the symptoms of fibromyalgia is when you're tingly and. So I always thought that was something really wrong with me. And I definitely didn't like to be on anything that was going to add to that, like, tingle, vibrate, like, you know, get your body all, like, I was like, all right, no thanks. So I was just curious about you. Like, I was like, how do you feel about stuff like that? Because I've met other people that are the same. They're like, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like sitting in chairs that vibrate or beds that vibrate or anything that's like going to make my whole body just do that thing, because then it makes it even worse. You don't, yeah. Even yes. Oh my God, fridges. Yeah, that also, you shouldn't have any kind of plant life anywhere near big equipment like that, big machinery that vibrates like that with that kind of energy. But yeah, anything, yes, stuff like that. I just don't like. I've had air conditioners and swamp coolers that I could only have on and fans that I could only have on for so long because the vibrations just get to me, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll be hot. I can't deal with this. Either the noise, the vibration, just everything that it's putting out is just brutal. Real brutal. Heaters are not as bad, but they do the same thing. Both of my heaters do that vibrating thing. They can't help it. They cannot help it. That's why if you can buy like the expensive like things that barely make any noise or vibrations, it's like, oh my gosh, it's silent. It doesn't make any noise. It doesn't cause a bunch of extra shit in my field. It's awesome. Because it matters. Yeah. I've seen grounding mats are really cool because they regulate. We put out food and we put out food in it, hence Ignite, and the fridge is great. Yeah, I really need to get some. Oh, here, our food. We put out food. I'm really not using the brain. I need to get some of that. Okay. I've been doing a lot of beveraging with the water. Beveraging. I know. I totally just like read them and then I'm like, what? Especially without my glasses, so it makes it even worse. And then like I read it and then that's not right. And then I'm like, is it me? Is it like It's okay. Anyway, as I was saying, with my perfect grammar, I've done a lot of beveraging with my almond banana milk and my lemonade and my water. So I'm going to go potty real quick. And then when I get back, we'll get into the meditation. Okay, just you and me, lady. Okay. I had to give Levins to Pretty Boy. That's like his room, my office, my bathroom, that whole area. That's where he goes at night. That's where I have to put him. He's kind of gets in the center of drama. He's kind of the center of all the drama. So I've learned, well, it's pretty much been like that from the start. Okay, I'm ready. We'll be sitting on the floor over there in the dark unless I'm told to stand. What time is it? 9:35. Holy moly, that's significantly late. No, we're not going to stand. I was not told we're standing either. So we're going to sit. I'm going to sit on my bed. I'm going to turn down the light on that. I am being told to hold my crystal. That does feel nice. These other crystals as well. So if you feel like holding any crystals, you're being told to, go for it. And just get into a comfy seated position. I really can't do the floor, but I'm on my bed. And I've got my 2 kitties here and my 1 doggy and my birdie. here with me and all the rest of the cats all over the house. So currently coming from this room and this home, I should say, is 8 cats, 1 dog, 1 human, and 1 dove. I don't know why I'm being compelled to take inventory of everybody, but I am. We're counting everybody and all souls present, yours as well, Miss Willow, and anybody who happens to do this meditation in the future. Count all the souls that are around you, cat, dog. Acknowledge the... Oh, my ears are starting to pop. If your ears start popping, that means that it's getting dense with the energies of the higher dimensional beings like angelics, like Jesus, like Gaia. The Fae are coming, have been around, but, they come in a little closer during these times because they feel ultra safe. They don't usually care for sharing space with humans unless they feel ultra safe. So it can get really dense in our space and it can start to make our ears pop because the frequency, it's kind of like changing elevation, same thing. A change in the atmosphere. So if your eyes are not already closed, go ahead and close them. Again, we're taking account of all souls present. Those that are incarnate that we are aware of, like ourselves and our family members, those that are either in human bodies or animal bodies, our animal companions, our very best friends. And then we expand out our awareness to the creatures that share our space that we are not so aware of, like the insects that we don't necessarily see, the little ones in the walls, maybe under our foundation, or the spiders in the corners, or maybe the flies, the little gnats, all the way down to the microorganisms. And then we'll expand out our awareness to outside. It is nighttime as we are doing this meditation, so not as many birds out flying around. Nevertheless, there are a few, and definitely during the day there are very many. Especially at this very busy time of the year. And all of the wildlife, the nature. This is a beautiful time when things are blooming. Everything is coming alive again after being dormant. Again, a resurrection. A resurrection of life. Trees that were bare, pots that were nothing but soil are now blooming. Everything is coming alive again. I want to especially very specifically welcome in our divine counterparts, our spirit tribe. So we have acknowledged those alive around us, whether they are plant life or insect life or animal life or human life or the Fae. I want to very specifically welcome in our divine counterparts on the other side in dimensions much, much higher coming to us. I welcome you all in. Please welcome them into your space, your divine counterparts, your brothers and sisters of the angelic realm, if you are an angelic. The Fae, the Galactics, Jesus, Gaia. The archangels, the dragon fae, the ocean being fae, ones from the depths that are unknown, still are projecting themselves here as well, present. They have been doing so for months now. We have been talking about them, communicating with them, bringing in and being shown the ocean in many ways. Even if they themselves, as what we know them to be called as mermaids, do not come through to be heard very often at all. They are still and keep themselves a mystery at this time, but we are to know that they are present. They are more aware of us in so many more ways than we are aware of them as humans on that level. So this is also why, for some of us, we've been more and more drawn to water recently and to those pieces of the ocean, like the shells that I was showing you all earlier. Again, reiterating, much like crystals, in the way that they can help connect to different realms or beings. For example, my candle quartz is specifically designed to help me connect with my own guides and guardians, the ones closest that were closest with me, and that is what that crystal is meant to do. When we have pieces from the sea, it is meant to do the same thing. It's just something that is not known as much or as well, or is for very specific pieces like pearl or abalone. Nevertheless, different pieces from the sea offer different feelings and connectedness to the sea and the sea beings and the sea creatures that work with different things. There is much there that we see, but much there that we don't, whether or not the depths are shallow or deep. Dragons do also go to the sea. Dragons are special in very many ways, in the sense that they can be of the land, of the sea, of the air, of this and of that realm and dimension. So, yes, connecting with the dragons of the sea is certainly a good place to begin. And of course, going and being in the water. So I want to thank you, dear ones of the sea. Thank you for being here, being present. Thank you for stepping forward on this very beautiful day. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for guiding me to this place and space. So speaking of the sea, I am being told keep the idea, the visions that may come to you, remembrances, memories, whether they are pictures or movies or your own experiences with the ocean, or just the idea of the ocean, being on the ocean or near the ocean, however you have experienced the ocean. Keep that type of theme going in your mind as you take deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, nice and slow. What we are going to aim to do at this time is start to really push out our energy with every exhale. We're going to tell our bodies to receive with every inhale. Receive, 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 receive. We are receiving beautiful love light energy from Mother Gaia, from our sun during the day. Special, beautiful light from our moon at night. We're able to just look into the sky and see the stars, to feel their pull, to be guided to possibly research the stories of the gods, of the constellations, of the stars, and what we know about the different aspects of the sky. And there is so much to know now. So if we are guided in this way, look up beyond the clouds and look to the stars, our connection there. So deep, deep breaths. We want to activate our energy and send it out like a pulse of light. We want to turn on our soul song very, very distinctly and loudly. We all have a very specific vibration. And when we are intentional about our song, our soul song, understanding how that is connected in with Gaia, in with Mother, Father, God, in with our highest soul selves, with each other, with our divine counterparts incarnate, and not. The aspects of them that are and are not, just like us. For some of us, projecting out in many and various ways all at once is the way of it. And learning to connect in these different ways and bring it back in and out. It helps to understand. It also helps to understand that these divine counterparts that we rely on for information that we know to be only there are not only there. So at this time, connect more with your soul song. Feel yourself as a beautiful note in the infinite melody that is creation, and how we are right up against each other in so many ways. All part of a song. Another deep breath and take that energy. I want you to feel it in your solar plexus, starting there, really, really fiery, warm energy lighting up, radiating down and out and through and up, activating your sacral, going down to your root, coming up to your heart, going into your throat, going up into your third eye, your pineal, and up and through your crown, lighting up all the way, bringing it out, 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 creating a ball of light around you, transmuting, dissipating, sending out and sending with love to transmute from your physical body, your energetic body, your spiritual body, your auric body, all the way out, transmuting, sending energies that are not in resonance with your highest vibration and potential. the am that I am, that I am, that I am highest in alignment, connection, my highest soul aspect that is with me and is guiding me at all times. Fortifying that connection, lighting up, turning on, connecting. Feeling all of our divine counterparts with us, coming in nice and tight, offering in their beautiful love light energy to charge us, to heal us, to clear us in our space, in all of our bodies, in our homes, to send out this beautiful love light energy to any and all of the people and animals in our area, around our neighborhood, city. Send it out, feel it, push it out. See it as a wave or a beam of that glorious purpley diamond refractive rainbow light just going out, just washing over everything. Using the heightened energies that are coming in and through and around and within and from within, from the cosmos and deep within Gaia, all of the heightened energies from each and every soul incarnate on this earth, that especially on this day, we're connecting, tapping into that energy. Late here in this evening, after everything is settled, but everything is so charged at the same time from all of this energy, maybe confusion in the world, maybe negative events, trying hard to shift energies. It does not work. All of these other beautiful energies are so much bigger and greater, and we send love, light to every and all aspects of Gaia, to all souls upon Gaia. Gaia is here and she speaks now. Hello, this is Gaia. Thank you so much for being here. What I would like you to imagine now is all of the seas upon my body, the oceans, everywhere. Also, all of the lakes and streams and rivers, creeks, ponds, everywhere. There are so many. See it from the perspective of high above, as if you were in an airplane, flying, looking down. Imagine the different times where you've watched on the televisions or in the movies. The different bodies of water, the different places all over my body. Now, not that this would happen, but it is important for you to imagine, especially today, on this day, that all of the oceans and the streams and the rivers and the creeks and the lakes, that everything began to rise. And the water just kept rising and rising and rising. Not because of rain, but because from within, pushing water up. From the oceans, from the lakes, from the mountains, rushing down, pushing up, water taking over everything. Imagine it like this. I want you to imagine it like this because this is something that, in one way or another, you have had real remembrances, visualizations, experiences of seeing at different times water rising. Maybe dams broke and rivers crusted for different reasons. But I want you to imagine it this way. But I want you to imagine it instead of it being the water. I want you to imagine it as the energy, the beautiful energy, the purple rainbow energy, the energies that we have been working on for so long as we started working together months ago. Building layer upon layer. However, in the past, many times when we have done these, it was from above. It was in the form of the light from above. And at this point, now we need to bring it from within, bubbling up from within, reaching up from within, taking over as if it was all of the water. And yes, truly infusing all of the water. So see that, visualize that as it's coming up from the bottom, from within. Wash it. Watch it pour over everything in all directions as if it was water. Use your energy. Connect with me and each other. Infuse it with your own life force, your own soul song. This is what you are here for. One of the many things and many days where we work together and you help me. And together we fortify, we unite, we awaken, we send out the love light energies. As was stated before, and something to know and to recognize. We, the divine counterparts, to you there incarnate, we too send out our soul aspects to be there. And some of us, as was stated, can be in many places at once. Can change many things at once. Can influence many things at once. And you are one of those things. You need to remember to pay attention. And you need each other as reinforcement to help you remember, to charge up the energy within you, to get you to these levels, to maintain, to sustain. To evolve. It is time now, more and more to come together. It is time now, as was stated earlier, these next portals, very important, very, very important. They all are, it is true. However, never in all times has there been a time like now. And as was stated earlier, now is what is important. Now is the most important. Now of the now of the now. And the now coming up is extraordinarily important. starting now on the day known as Easter, this day, very specifically this day. This day marks an activation, initiation, and truly, yes, a beginning, a pushing of the button, if you will, to begin, start. Very special energies around today, in us today, in all of us today. There are no coincidences, there are no accidents. Those of you there barely aware, barely remembering things in play and how certain days are so important. And this is why, very specifically, Gabriel was guided to take out the cards and show you the dates that are coming up so you can be more aware. Sending messages 5566 and the days in between, extraordinarily important. Starting today, the day known as Easter. The 24 before, the 24 after. Supercharged energies and also lights from the cosmos coming in from our own brothers and sisters. And through to the end of the month and through the new moon. And those of the 24 before and the 24 after, beginning the next portal and the next gate. So we are beginning now to prepare, family. Jesus is here and Jesus speaks. It is always so good to be with you, family, brothers and sisters. I know that it is hard for you to understand and remember something like this, but for me, it is like walking into a room with old friends, truly family, all wrapped in one, even though you all don't remember. That is what it's like for me, especially on a day in these last 24 that have been for me. It always is so special. It really doesn't matter that the story is askew. What is of importance is how people perceive what is possible and take into account certain aspects in their own lives and things, messages, synchronicities, magics, how they are witness to miracles. I like to come around to help show, especially connect on these days. But this is my favorite. New beginnings. This day especially has been one that us in this realm, on this side, and with you, but it is much like preparing a surprise party with the person you are going to surprise, but they don't know that that's what they are doing when they're setting up the space. Does this make sense? Have you seen that? Have you seen people who are helping set up a party place for a surprise, not knowing that it was really for them? Those are especially fun. I've done that before with people. So it's kind of like that with all of you and with me and with us here and you there. When you are in your dream state, when you choose to connect with me and with us, you are setting up the party place for the surprise party. You are fully aware what you are setting up for yourself there, but then you awaken and you forget. So we send you messages in so many different ways, and we are there with you all of the time. We very much want you to know what you are setting up, but at the same time, it is important to not need too many details, just to know that you are part of the planning crew. You just don't remember. And as you work with me more, and I'm here to tell you again, reiterate what has been told to you before, I will be coming in and through stronger to all of you. Especially if you seek me out. I always have been, and I always will be more subdued and more subtle than others, but extremely enthusiastic to be with you when you come to me. I do recognize how overwhelming life can be, especially if you are in service, if you are in mission, if you have been called to action and awoken to that at any stage. It is a journey. It is an unfoldment. It is a story that you write every day, but we are here to help you, and that is part of the story as well. It is complicated, it is complex, but it is so very simple to just trust and have faith. I want to formally thank you all, though, before we continue. Thank you for connecting with me, for thinking of me in these last 24 and every other moment that you do. Please don't let bad things keep you from yourself or from me. And unfortunately, there are bad things. And when I say that, I mean powers of destruction. There is a war of this world that many do not see. There are those who feed off of hurt and fear and anger and sadness and despair and grief and perpetuate it. Those are the things that I call bad. And while there are these things, you all must know the truth. And the truth is that there is so much more good and light and love and unity and connectedness. And love and those that are seeking these things and the truth of it all. They need to work and fight for the light and the truth. This is what we are here to fortify. This is the fire I wish to stoke. Once again, to tell you, once and for all, you, we, the light, the divine, whether incarnate or not, are the event. Always has been, always will be, working together, all of us. And there are so many, so very many. The things that are bad, yes, they are bad. But we are bigger, and we are stronger, and we are rising, and we are helping you to transmute those energies. We're helping you to deflect. We're helping you to see them before they come into fruition. We are winning the light. None of you truly understand how long we have all been working together to get here. And through it all, the bad things, the bad ones, have been trying so hard to stop us. And they have, here and there. And we have just changed direction and course. We have seen into the future and planned accordingly. It's true that some warriors will never awaken, and they will be preyed upon, and they will be used, and sometimes used against you, the ones who are. But we of the light will outshine the dark. We always have, even if the numbers have been imbalanced. And even once they've snuffed out certain lights, we always rise up. We always come back. We never give up. This is my message to you. No matter what, you are too filled with light and love and the passion for good, the passion to create, to come together, to fulfill your destinies. And you do have them. It is so very much who and what you are. There is no way you can be stopped. No way. It truly is a time of new beginnings. This truly is the time of the new human, the evolved human, from the inside out, being of crystal, being of light, being so refractive in the light. There is no way, no way to stop you. And we'll just get stronger from within. This is a time of new beginnings, a time of turning the page, of taking out the trash, if you will. A time of growth, a time of change, a time of evolution for each and every one of you, individually and collectively. I come to you today to remind you of your own light. To yes, radiate out your soul song once again, the song of your soul. Send it out. You are an anchor of the light. You have been born again and again. You are resurrected. We do come back. We are relentless, together in love and light for Gaia, for each other, for all that is good. For one day, making every single piece of land and every drop of water upon Gaia, heaven on earth, truly through and through. We have been there together. You and I, we have been there in the higher dimensions. We have been there. We have walked upon her like this. We have been there. We will be there again. She is rising. We are rising with her. It is heavy. It is dense sometimes. It is difficult to move at times. We are tired or we are energized at times, but we are always with you no matter what. We feel it too. We are there with you. We are you. You are us. We are one. Together, all of us. Rising. So please, during this time coming up, not only to think of me and my energies and being with you and infusing with you and helping to awaken you and to remember things and to guide you to different places, to remember things, to come together, to teach each other, to heal each other. Tap in deep. Every day, send out the vibration of the intention to come together. That for yourself and for your soul family, they're with you incarnate. For you all to hear each other and come together in any way you are meant to at the right time. Whether it is meant to be for a moment, for a day, for a few minutes, or for a very, very long time. It is all very meaningful. And any interaction is to be seen this way. Pay attention, look deeper. Remember your perspective. So use it from high, from low, from in, from out, from up, from down, all around. Your perspective, your awareness, your understanding, your knowledge, your wisdom. All of it in your control. And now, so much ready to come together, to weave together, to blossom. Like roses blooming buds forming. Did you know, family, that roses are the scent of love? Do me a favor and as soon as you can, smell roses. Be aware of roses and smell love. And think of me and know that I love you. Talk to me often and begin to feel me more and more within yourself and within each other. It is part of the future for you to come together. There is a resonance of me, the one you know as Jesus. I'm called different things, but there is a familiarity because truly you have always known me. And when there is that recognition, that spark in another, it turns up the volume of your own soul song because it is truth and it is truly love. We are all here to teach each other and to love each other and to learn from each other. From every aspect. So again, thank you for being here on this very special day. I've been looking forward to it. I do very much love to connect with you in this way. I do wish more could hear me. And I know they will. It is in the future. Please know too, family, that so many aspects of disillusionment will be fading. So I will be heard more and more. Because underneath it all, no matter how bitter and hardened a soul is on the outside, what truly exists is what is on the inside. And what is on the inside always knows the truth. So the hard shell will crack. more and more of these hard shells will crack. Please know that, all of you. For all of you who wish for more to see and hear and feel and know, they will. Remember, you are the event. That is the event. Those hard shells cracking open, the light shining through. It comes from within, and then it shines out upon a person's life. We need to have faith in each other. You cannot just have faith in us, the divine. You have to have faith in each other. Even the ones that you may think are too hard, too cold, too disconnected. You have to have faith in each other. Know there is more good ready to emerge, blossom. New beginnings, remember, family. It is that time, new beginnings. A beautiful, fruitful, prosperous time for you all to do the work that you are to do, to be abundant in your ideas, your creativity, and your love and your passion. It is such a beautiful, exciting time. I remind you again, please talk to me and the others as you create, as you go to sleep. As you walk your dogs down the street, as you pet your cats, as you do your dishes, as you fold your laundry. Definitely when you're bathing. Talk to me, talk to us. Listen, pay attention. Again, thank you for being here. I am with you always. Always sending you love. Hey, family. Okay, so hearing from Jesus is always so great, and I love being that conduit for you to be able to hear the channel for Jesus. So thank you. Thank you, Jesus, for coming in and speaking, for giving us these messages. Okay. Just getting some residual information here, so hold on a second. So it's kind of like he's left, but he's still talking to me. Okay, so he's saying that we may feel extra tired or heavy after this particular astral and channeling and meditation. The visualizations with Gaia, the activation with her and hearing from him. We're going to need to anchor into our astral sleep time pretty soon here for those of us who are in this meditation. Also, please know that if you do this meditation afterwards, you will have this residual effect and probably need to nap after. Please use any crystals, working with crystals, especially clear quartz crystal. Okay, so really being guided that we're actually not going to do any DMT activation. It would just kind of take it over the edge. I personally am feeling kind of woozy. His energy was really extra intense, more than I'm used to. I just think that his energy is just super, super intense right now because of the day. And I'm just really feeling heavy in that. So we're not going to be doing the DMT activation right now. And we're just going to easily kind of come back into body and excuse me, come back into body, into your space. You might feel a change in temperature because we were really warm in that whole space, but getting back into body, it might feel a little chilly. Just two different vibrations happening at least, so you might need to I know I will. I'm going to definitely need to put on some layers. So kind of come back into body and then get yourself probably, if you're feeling it, I know I am, at least ready to get into a really quiet place and ready for sleep and to continue work in the astral. And holy moly, eyes open, at least for me. Wowza. 2:15:04. 10:52 p.m. Oh, somebody, it looks like somebody was here like an hour ago that popped in. I don't think understood that I was in meditation. That's funny. So I don't know, Miss Willow, if you're still there. If you are, feel free to come back. If you're gonna go lay down right now, that's cool too. Anybody else who oh my goodness, that was intense. Wow. Oh, holy moly. I know, it is always really bright, isn't it? Oh my gosh. I know. My eyes are always watering already. I started yawning like big time right there. Oh, I need to put on some layers. Holy moly. I got so warm, and then as soon as like all that ended, I got real chilly. Oh man. How are you doing? That was great. That was great. Oh. You feeling any of those intense changes in energy with you? I don't know. I know that there's times it's like other people are feeling exactly what I'm feeling. And there's times where I'm like, is that just me? Because I'm the channeler. Like, I don't know. Like, it's weird, especially right now since it's just you and me. That's rare too. Usually we have at least a few more people. But you're doing. Oh my God. Wow. I can't stop yawning. I'm just like, oh crap. Major change in the Jesus said something that stuck out about today. Oh, tell me, what did he say? Oh my goodness graciousness. About setting up the party for ourselves. Oh yeah, that was the surprise party. That was a really cool that was actually a really 10:55 p.m. here in the Pacific. That was a really, really cool visualization because I had that visual because that's kind of how it was shown to me as well. But yeah. So what did that make you think about? What did that do for you? Oh gosh. So I have two things. Ow! I have two things going on right now. Tired and hungry. Hungry and tired. Oh, and is that all melted? Oh, okay. I need my glasses. Just today I set up eggs in my backyard, and then after I went to get my siblings when we got back when we got in the backyard, a butterfly went past our heads and then landed in the grass. Whoa. Backyard. A butterfly went past our heads and then landed in the grass down with the eggs. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. I took pictures of it. It moved to where I could get a picture with its wings open on the ground and then flew away. Oh, I'm going to need to see that. Definitely. That's awesome. I took pictures. I didn't do anything with eggs today, but I took pictures of what are those? They're called weeds, but I don't call them weeds, but they're the little orange or yellow flowers. Dandelions, I think. Yeah, dandelions. And there was the tiniest little buggy, little gnat. I mean, really, really, really tiny that was sitting on one of them. And I took a bunch of pictures of it. Oh yeah, the random butterfly card on my table. I know. And I saw that. I was like, am I supposed to read about that? Like, am I supposed to look into that? And they're like, no, it's just but that picture always that one card actually is a resurrection card. It is it's a rebirthing card. It's a card of new beginnings. It's a card of coming out of the darkness and into the light. That particular butterfly card, there's a couple of butterfly cards in that deck, but that card specifically means that. Yeah, I definitely want to see. But yeah, he said a lot of really amazing stuff and was really 2 hours 22 minutes into our feed, 11 o'clock right on the dot. That's pretty awesome. He did say, from what I can remember, a lot of really intense stuff. Did he not? I mean, I'm like kind of thinking back. I'm like, wait, what did you say? I'm like, it's really odd. It's different from this perspective when the messages are coming out of my mouth, but they're not from me. So when I'm out of that, it's difficult for myself to remember all that's said because I didn't say it. So I'm like, what did he all say? But I'm thinking back, I'm like, he said some really intense stuff. We're gonna need to go back and listen to that one. And so did Gaia, for sure. So anyway, he definitely rocked my world as usual. It was super intense. I'm vibrating. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm a little overwhelmed. All the messages today were just so wow. It's just, yeah. So anyway, oh, it's funny watching you try to remember. I liked what Gaia said about sustaining this energy and water dragons. And oh my God, this was a good one. It really was. Oh my God. All that water. Yeah, it really was. It was really a lot of information. Yeah, I'm going to be going to sleep. Like, I usually stay up because I'm kind of wired, but I don't think that's happening this time. Like, they really did kind of rock my world. There was a lot more visuals than there has been, because they really reined that in. It was so highly visual for a while that it was that much harder for people to remember the messages. But this one had some really intense visuals in it, more so than usual than we've had recently. Maybe that's why we're so tired, because we're kind of night people, you and I, these days, and it's in the realm of things not that late. But this meditation, this astral, this channeling was holy moly Moses. Thank you so much for being here with me, my beautiful. Yeah, I loved how visual it was too. I really did. I enjoyed that a lot. It was. I have missed that, and I did really enjoy that too. But it was a lot. It was a lot of the water visualizations and with our pole energy, and yeah, holy crap, that really was a lot, wasn't it? Holy moly. Yes, thank you so much. I love you, love you, love you. And please post and will you tag me so I see? Because I honestly, I had to turn off all notifications for everything and everyone across the board in my life. So even my emails I don't get a notification on emails. So it really helps for people to tag me so I will specifically see things, or else I have to be guided to see stuff. But I definitely want to see these pictures big time. So anyway, thank you again. I love you so very much. It was beautiful to connect with you. And everything is as it should be. Thank you for anchoring with me. And again, thank you to our divine counterparts, Gaia, and especially Jesus and the angels and the archangels today and tonight, and everybody. This was really awesome. So thank you. I love you. Have a wonderful astral, and I will see you later, alligator. Infinite love, light, and blessings. Don't forget the keys to create. And I love you already. Bye. Mwah.